Why, hello there, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and I wanted to talk about Mass Effect Andromeda for a little bit. Now, 2017's been a brilliant year of games, ladies and gentlemen. We've had some amazing fucking titles come out. We've had the ever lovely, Zelda Breath of the Wild release, which was a very good Zelda game. I'm not that huge of a Zelda buff anyways, but I really do like how that game turned out. Nier Automata. All right, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, we've got Neo. I don't have Xbox One's Halo Wars 2 on physical disc, but yeah, that turned out to be a fucking good game as well. The Mass Effect Andromeda might be the one game to completely fuck that entire train for us, as the train of good games roll on forward. Now, I'm not a huge fan of EA, Electronic Arts, and I don't think many others in the gaming circle are a huge fan of EA, but, it's no doubt that Mass Effect, as the release date has gotten closer, people have realized that it's a little more janky looking. So when I woke up today on Facebook, of all things, they have this trending tab now where you can see just all the cancerous elements of society all rolled up into one lovely tab. So Mass Effect, apparently 52,000 people are fucking talking about Mass Effect. Congratulations, Facebook, you're really hitting the mark there. And everyone's been complaining about the janky Mass Effect Andromeda animations, and this has caused a massive schism, I guess you could say. Some people are saying, oh, it's just graphics in a video game. And this is where I'm going to have to relax for a second. See, I believe EA has a lovely division inside their company, a very secretive division called the fuck it in the ass division, for lack of a better term. I believe they take franchises like Medal of Honor, say, for example, right? Like Medal of Honor Warfighter, and they look inside the disc and it's like, can we fuck the franchise even harder? Oh, no, it's fucked pretty, it's prolapsing at this point, and then they just screw it and go on to the next franchise. I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect, all right? Mass Effect was one of the games that I first played back in 2007 on my Xbox 360 when that system came out, and it was one of the more interesting titles. So at the time this game came out, which was, at this point, since 2007, that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago this game came out, and it blew my mind, and it still blows my mind with how great the actual physical features look like, the animations, the visuals, the sound, frame rates, a little janky over there, but at the time, this game was cutting edge. It was actually more than cutting edge. A lot of people praised it for how just amazing it was, and that directly helped the immersiveness of Mass Effect. Believe it or not, this is one of the most immersive franchises, and for good reason, too. It's why I ended up actually going out of my way to getting this PS3 Blu-ray edition version of it, where it came with all three of the games. I actually loved it that much that I have played through this franchise, if I'm to properly, I think about it, like 4 or 5 times at least. And that means that's a full-length playthrough, not like cutting corners, skipping a few missions. That's 100% runs on Mass Effect that I've done. So it's a big franchise for me. I really like Mass Effect. The second game is probably my favorite. Third game is fucking great, up until the ending segment of it. And playing it now, it's a little bit weird. First game, it's great in bursts. You fuck the Mako driving. I really dislike that entirely. But the point is, Mass Effect has been one of the franchises that I really, really play. And I love it. And Mass Effect Andromeda was something I still am looking very forward to, but this doesn't bode well. So today we're going to look at a bunch of these articles and just see exactly what they're up to, you know what I mean? One such article comes all the way from pressstart.com.au, those crafty Australians and their articles, the most hilariously janky Mass Effect Andromeda animations. I can't read today. Whilst we wait for Mass Effect Andromeda reviews to drop early next week, many gamers are already playing through there's an EA Access trial. I think I know what I'm throwing $5 at later, huh? Now here they got a comparison. Yeah, 2007 to 2017. This is back then, all right, and this is nowadays. All right, see, back then, it was, good at the time, really good. I mean, yeah, it doesn't age that well, but this shit looks like a fucking meth addict, man. Like, look at her eyes. She's she can't, blink. She's in, she is blinking, but she's in a severe state of disarray. Something has truly spooked this woman. And if you go down over here, they got all these other animations. Man, look at all these facial features. What is that walk? What the fuck is that? Sorry, it's actually new shit. What is this shit? This GIF is the most stupidest crap I've ever seen. What is this shit? EA, were you even fucking trying? You know what the sad thing is? This game had a much bigger budget than the other Mass Effect titles, considering it's all current gen, good looking and all that. And it still looks like this. What is this? What is all this? What is her? Oh my god, is that supposed to be the female character's face? Looks like a moblin or some shit. What is this, dude? What is this Donkey Kong gif? Oh, you guys are complete assholes. Press start AU, man. You guys earn a rounding applause for just peeking my. That's got to be the thumbnail for the video. It's fucking great. It doesn't get any better than this. The second gif, completely fucking completely. Oh my god. Oh my god. I walked into this maybe expecting nothing as super bad. I mean, I knew there was something worse about this, but I didn't expect it to be like that. Okay, let's go to another site. Oh, this is Game Rant. I have a pretty nasty history with Game Rant. I think Game Rant was one of the sites where we had the girlfriends don't want you playing this game. You know, I'm sure, oh my god, what if they come up to EA? Come on, man. What is this nonsense? You know what? I would like to say it's not BioWare's fault in all this. But, I mean, they gotta listen to EA, alright? Unfortunately, EA is the one paying the bills. And this is the thing, man. When Mass Effect came out, when it wasn't EA on the box, you can tell this is back when it was only on the 360. Fucking lie. That's what it was. They had a lot of effort put into this, and I think as the budgets rolled on, as the quest for season passes and shit came on, then you started seeing these lovely cutbacks. Interestingly enough, this has a Know Your Meme page already. This is like fucking weird. It was updated 6 hours ago, actually. It's a fresh, hot, spicy meme about Mass Effect Andromeda. Is the fourth title in the Mass Effect. Oh, I think you're forgetting the cell phone games. You can't forget about that now, can we? Come on, you got to know your entire history there. Know your meme. All right, history. Originally announced by BioWare at Electronic Expo, originally stated for release in late 2016, and then it pushes back to 2017. So it's a fine wine. It's marinating, I guess you could say. I need to stop doing that. I look fucking wrong. Online presence. The game's voice acting and glitchy character animations have been widely mocked. Oh, no shit. Tumblr posts. Mass Effect. Oh, man. You guys are fucking assholes. Posted an awkward animated GIF of the Andromeda female protagonist awkwardly grabbing a gun during one of the game's first cutscenes. Oh, what the fuck is that GIF? It's like her face and her entire body have desynced with each other. This one looks like this one's like, she's not even throwing it, but like, that's a common thing in game development. Like, what is that? That passed through game development? You're telling me that, like, oh my god. There's no these were on December 2nd, dude. Oh my god. There's no reason to if you knew this from 2016, you should have had it done by 2017, man. People made a video over here. Let's go down. Conspiracy theory. Oh, man, I fucking... Conspiracy theory. On February 19, 2017, the gaming blog The Egg published a post speculating that the female characters in Andromeda were intentionally designed to be unattractive in order to push a feminist agenda. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You know, even if that was the case, it's still not a good reason. All right, it almost seems like the whole rationale for just approving laziness. It's like, remember when like Ubisoft had the whole Assassin's Creed Unity shit, and they were like, why don't we have female characters in Unity? And they had this bullshit response of, female characters are hard to animate. Oh yeah, well, you know, fucking, if you're throwing millions at a game, I think a couple dolans could be spread towards female character development. I mean, I don't even fucking know, dude. The more I look at this, you know, I started this video off on a very positive note. I was going to leave this video like, oh, it won't be too bad. I know I make that whole distinction of graphics don't make a game and all that kind of stuff and whatnot, but that's something that I can't really bring to Mass Effect. The reason why I say that is because Mass Effect is a game that was originally distinct on that entire accolade as well. If you think about it, like when Mass Effect 1 came out, and I gushed hard saying that this is one of the prettiest looking games when it came out, and it was one of the most immersive games for that reason. I wasn't joking. It really fucking was. If you played Mass Effect back in the day, all right, that blew your mind, and it threw you in. This was like playing a really good sci-fi movie. And it almost pains me because this was a game that came out 10 years prior to me. I was 13 when this game came out. Put that in. No, actually less than 30. I'm 22 now. The point is, I was a much younger individual. And this was the start of this trilogy for me. And I loved it. I loved it all the way to the end of the third game where, yeah, it shit the bed, but it was still a decent enough game. Mass Effect Andromeda is like the new trilogy. And at this point, you got a newer generation of players. There's another 13-year-old Muda-esque person out there in the world that's going to be going into this franchise with the same thing. And it pains me to know that they're not going to get the same experience, or even close to or better, really, than what I'm going to be getting. Because while the story and stuff can be good, they're missing out on that flair that graphics and sound and visuals, they all bring to you. They all help culminate what you're getting. Over here, it seems like EA has really, really cut corners this time. And I could joke about this, sure. And you know what? Fuck, how many Dolans do I have in my fucking... How many Dolans do I have in my wallet? Let me check. You know, I got about... Do I have 5 Dolans? No, I don't have 5. I have 20 Dolans. EA, fucking give me the Origins Access trial. I might give it a shot, right? You know what? Maybe that'll be really good for stream-wise, right? I don't really understand. Going into this, I was just doing a rant time on how weird this is. So I changed up the whole formula for rant time, where I just wanted to really look at what was really going on with just the community looking at a little sort of live presentation format. But I walked into this video saying it wouldn't be that bad, but it almost seems like it might just be that bad. And it might seem like this is the game that's going to halt that good game stream of 2017. But who knows, man? The game isn't even out yet. There is a free early access trial, which I definitely will be getting, you know, just to see where we're really at with the situation. And frankly, if it's good, you know, let it be good. But I've heard some, you know, glaring issues. The whole 2004 Korean MMO bullshit side quest stuff, which if that turns out to be the case, it might not end up being a great of a game. You know, it's a shame because BioWare, they're a company that knows how to make a good game. But I think when you have dogs like EA and Activision who don't really understand game development, I think. They understand game development and how to monetize it. You know what I mean? They take the integrity out of making a franchise and sticking with it. You know, there's a reason why when you got Breath of the Wild, there were no microtransactions in this. There really weren't. There was an expansion pass, which you were to expect, you know, from a game nowadays, adding more content as time came on. But there's a reason why this game didn't have a lot of the bullshit that EA does. And it still turned out to be one of the finest games ever. Is because this game franchise, and there's many other game franchises like it, that believe in something called integrity. And you know what? You might make a couple extra Dolans than you might have expected out of this game, EA, but it isn't going to make this franchise stronger than it is. Mass Effect is a franchise that was built up. You know, it took an entire generation to build this franchise up to a level where people almost synonymized it with video games. And in one game, because you don't give a shit and you're not day one patching this, or at least alleviating some of these issues, maybe even delaying it so it turns out to be good, you're going to basically shit on this franchise even harder than Ubisoft does on Assassin's Creed. But I'm going to back out of this. I think I said what I said. It's not like, you know, EA is going to fucking listen or care. I just wanted to get my word out in 2 cents and maybe have a little bit of a laugh at some of the dumbass shit we saw here. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am